Bill Cates here, and I need to remind you of something. Referrals are worthless. Yeah, you heard me right. The referral coach said referral marketing or having a referral program is worthless unless what? Unless you get connected to your new prospect, unless that prospect contacts you or you get introduced to them. Now, there was a time when we could get a name and a phone number and actually reach prospects over the phone and go from there. But these days, not so much. It's hard enough reaching our clients, let alone prospects who may have never heard of us. To get on someone's radar, to cut through all the noise in the marketplace, we need to get introduced. We want to create engaged introductions. Now, the first step in securing a solid, engaged introduction is to learn as much as you can about your new prospect. The more you learn about the prospect, the more you and your referral source can craft a compelling reason why this new prospect should meet with you. In addition to the list of things you would already like to know about the prospect that's related to your particular business, here is a very powerful question for you to have on your list. Ask your referral source what's going on in their world that's most important to them right now. Let me repeat that. What's going on in his world, her business, their life that's most important to them at this moment? If you can link the work that you do that's most important to them, you have a very compelling reason for them to take your call and even set an in-person appointment with you. Without a compelling reason, it's hard to get people to notice you. Oftentimes, your referral source is just about the only way you can discover this critical piece of information. What's most important to him, her, them? I believe that crafting the introductions should be a collaborative process between you and the referral source. Sometimes your referral source knows exactly what to say to their friend, family member, or colleague to put you in the most favorable light and pique that person's interest in hearing from you. Sometimes they have no clue on how to grab the prospect's attention in a way that opens them up to speaking with you. I've seen many people adept at getting referrals only to have their process break down when converting the referral into an introduction. As far as I'm concerned, a referral doesn't count until it's actionable, until I know someone has heard good things about me and is expecting to hear from me. When the Food and Drug Administration evaluates a new drug for approval in the marketplace, the criteria it uses is this: is a drug safe and is it effective? Safe and effective. This is how we need to think about introductions. We need to create safe introductions. The introduction needs to feel safe or comfortable to both the client providing the introduction and the prospect receiving the introduction. And the introduction needs to be effective. You need to establish a quality connection with the prospect. George, I appreciate your willingness to introduce me to a couple of your colleagues in your CEO study group. Let's take just a minute to craft an introduction that will feel safe and comfortable to both you and your colleagues, and of course, creates an effective connection. I suspect they would prefer to hear from you before they hear from me, much like Donna introduced me to you. Here are 5 overarching principles you want to always have in mind to help you create the most effective, engaged introductions. Number 1, be assumptive for the introduction. Now, I don't believe you should ever assume someone is willing to give you referrals. That's too aggressive. However, once a client is open to recommending you to 1 or more people, you should assume that the introduction will be created. Number 2, make it collaborative. As I've already stated, creating the introduction should be a joint effort between you and the referral source. When you work on this together, you'll get the best introduction possible, and the referral source will become more invested in making sure the introduction goes through. 3, make it about protecting the relationships. You heard how I addressed this in my short script. We want an introduction that feels safe to all parties concerned. And don't force a particular method of introduction onto your referral source. Collaborate to create a method that best fits their existing relationships. 4th, take your time. Don't rush through this. Get a good introduction. If you legitimately run out of time in a meeting, finish up over the phone or over a thank you lunch. Slow down, be confident, get connected in an effective manner. And number 5, a referral doesn't count unless it's actionable. I can't emphasize this point enough. For most businesses, most of the time, referrals and word of mouth just aren't enough anymore to create exponential growth. We need to think in terms of introductions. Once we're introduced, we can become proactive with a new prospect. Anything short of that is wishing and hoping. From now on, with your prospects, clients, and centers of influence, favor the word introductions. You can say, let's see if we can craft an introduction that will feel comfortable to both you and Jessica, that piques her interest in hearing from me. Since email is a very prevalent way to make an introduction, check out my video that addresses creating email introductions. So I have some good news for you. This video is merely a small fraction of the proven strategies and ideas contained in my comprehensive unlimited referrals marketing system. So how do you get more of my system and shift your client acquisition into high gear? 3 quick and easy things. First, post a comment or question below. I'd love to hear from you. Second, subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any of the new ideas and strategies we post on a regular basis. And third, head over to referralcoach.com to see all the ways our full system will help you acquire more high-level clients through referrals and personal introductions. We have programs for individuals and groups of all sizes. That's referralcoach.com. I'll leave you with one final question. Who are you going to be introduced to today?